Black hair is a contentious and highly personal topic. Whether we address its beauty and versatility or mock its propensity to stand out, the question remains, what do you do with it? The black hair question is never more spiritually apparent to me than in the days before my conversion to Judaism. The final act for one to halakhically, according to Jewish law, become a part of the Jewish community is to be questioned by a Beit Din, a panel of at least two rabbis and another Jewish witness. And then after receiving their approval, thrice fully submerge yourself in a mikvah, a ritual bath. It seems pretty straightforward. Yet for many Black women living under the American standard of beauty, myself included, the mention of the words submerge, water, hair, and wet can be alarming, particularly after spending many hours and possibly hundreds of dollars on our perfectly coiffed braids, weaves, or straightened tresses. In order to get into a mikveh, one must take off anything temporary. Makeup, jewelry, cuticle scabs, bandages, nail polish, hair dyes, and hair extensions. In my case, I spent 9+ hours box braiding my own hair. Braiding my own hair had become part of my college routine, so much so that I feel as if I'm unrecognizable to others without braids. I've been brainwashed by Eurocentrism to believe that my hair is unmanageable and not beautiful unstyled. It makes me feel good when I get compliments on my self-styled hair. And it's a bonus that no one over the age of 6 asks or attempts to touch my hair like they did when I wore it in a fro. I don't enjoy ducking and diving to avoid reaching hands, filling up my hair as if it were a free-for-all interactive exhibit. It makes me feel like I lack agency over my own body. When I'm told I won't be allowed to go into the mikveh with extensions, I panic. I worry how I will be perceived. Will I get looks of disapproval from the rich housewives of San Francisco's Pacific Heights neighborhood as I, a tall Black woman with unkempt hair, walks through their neighborhood where the community mikveh is found? I worry that the mikveh personnel will give me the confused side eye and wonder what I'm doing there. I worry that I'm not Jewish enough for this sacred Jewish space. I worry that after nearly 6 years of dedication to the study of Torah and to the Jewish community, I will be rejected. I carry all of this anxiety in my braids. Am I so vain that I'm going to let my hair stand in the way of fully embracing who I am? The on one foot answer to this question is an emphatic no. The purpose of removing everything that is temporary before getting into the mikveh is to be before God in the same way that you were when you came out of the womb. The idea being that you are your most authentic self when unadorned. The mikveh is a physical representation of spiritual transition. I refuse to let some hair get in the way of my transition. And I won't allow myself to back out at the last minute because of my anxiety surrounding rejection. When I arrive at the mikveh with my hair in its most natural state, I'm greeted warmly, and my anxiety is quickly replaced with anticipation. Between the mikveh attendant's calming presence and the rabbi's words of encouragement and approval, my anticipation shifts toward excitement. After my certificate of conversion is signed, I shower for the second time in a 3-hour period to ensure that I am 100% free of any detritus. I exit the shower into the mikveh room and am checked by a female rabbi for any loose hairs, missed polish, or flaking skin on my extremities. Then I walk down the 7 steps into the water of the mikveh. As I descend, I think about the most influential women in my life, who, although they may be unaware, they helped me find my footing in the world. I think about the creation story and how in this moment, I feel physically a part of it. I think about how these steps are leading me into myself. With each dunk into the water, I pray with the rabbis who are sequestered behind a door. Dunk 1, the Hativila, for the commandment of immersion. Dunk 2, the Shekhiynah, for this sacred moment. Dunk 3, the Shema, and affirmation, a thanksgiving, and a declaration. I'm allowed to take time alone in the water to reflect on the choices I have made, choosing to be guided by the Torah, choosing my community, and choosing myself. After I emerged from the mikvah, plait my hair and dress, I am greeted with a chorus of mazel tovs. I have finally stepped confidently into myself.